Alright, after so long, we are back with another Pokemon tier list. This time we're on to Generation 8, talking about Pokemon Sword, Shield, talking about Pokemon Legends Arceus. And yeah, sorry I've been gone for so long. I had to move away from home to go to school somewhere, to go start my master's degree in astrophysics. So that took a lot of time out of my month of August. Now that I'm finally basically fully moved out, or like fully moved away, and my semester has not gotten super busy yet, it's barely even started, I have a little bit of time to finally record these videos. Like, I'm recording this on September 2nd, and hopefully I'm going to get this video out not too long after that, because man, it's been a long time. I really have wanted to make these, because I kind of started to get a little bit of traction on my channel, just a little bit, from doing all these tier lists, and it was a real shame I kind of lost the opportunity to continue capitalizing on that. But either way, we're back. Generation 8, I didn't play it when the games came out because I did not own a Switch when Sword and Shield came out. So I think that came out in 2019, so I was also my first year of my undergrad in university. So even if it did come out, probably wouldn't have had much time to play it. I was pretty busy during my first year. And then, yeah, I only played it about a year after. It was like around the time Crown Tundra came out, is like when I was getting my Switch 1, and then that's when I ended up playing it. But I still have played. I played both Sword and I played Shield. I have my own copy of Shield, and I played all the DLC and everything. I completed the Pokedex of the base game. Loved it. I really enjoyed the games, actually. I know a lot of people didn't love them. I thought they're pretty good. And then also, sorry if there's like a bit of an echo. The acoustics in my apartment are kind of dog shit, but I'm doing this in my bedroom rather than the living room, so hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah, so I played Shield's my own game. I borrowed Sword from someone else and also played the game. And then I have played Pokemon Legends Arceus. There's not many new Pokemon in PLA. Most of them are regional variants, but I'm going to cover regional variants in a different video. So we're just focused on only new Pokemon that were added through the National Dex. And I found this tier list format online that's pretty good, but it does have some stinkers. I'm gonna move. I actually kind of forget some of the names of the Pokemon in this gen, so I'm just gonna have a second screen open to reference the names in case I forget. But alright, I'm just only gonna do the guys that showed up in the National Dex as new Pokemon, so I'm gonna ignore all the Gigantamax forms, all the other things like that. So, starting us off, the grass starter Grookey. I actually think Grookey is pretty cool. I don't know if he's... I'm always not sure if I put him in A tier or S tier. Like, he is grass type, which is good. I think I'm gonna give him an S. He's really cute, and he's a monkey. You don't get a lot of grass monkeys. I think he's a pretty good grass monkey. Grookey, I still love my grass starters. Once Legend Z-A comes out, like next month, I'm gonna be picking Chikorita, because I just like my grass starters. What can I say? Moving on, Thwackey. Terrible name. The name itself brings it down a tier, honestly. I kind of think the name kind of blows. But I'm gonna give him an okay. He's not that bad, but he's not great. I don't love him. He's just like fine. He's okay. Rillaboom. He's good. I like how he becomes a drummer. It's kind of cool, but I don't know. There's not really much else going on with Rillaboom. He's like fine. Yeah, he's just fine. Yeah, this is not my favorite final evolution. He kind of looks a little plain, honestly. But yeah, he's a good Pokemon. He's not great. He's not amazing. He's just a good Pokemon. Scorbunny is great. No, Scorbunny is great. Yeah, I really like Scorbunny. I've more specific. Okay, let's actually rank these. Raboot is, I guess, good. I like how he's kind of looking like a ninja. Cinderace is S tier. Cinderace is a goated starter. He's my favorite starter in this generation by far. Like, in terms of final evos. First evos, Grookey's my favorite. But Cinderace is just so strong. And, like, Mono Fire is not too bad of a typing. And he learns, like, Pyro Ball, which is a really good move. And he's just like a fast Pokemon, and he can learn like acrobatics and stuff. He can do some sweeping. Cinderace is pretty fucking good. I'm a big fan of Cinderace. He's sick, and yeah, like I said, he's got his move Pyro Ball. I don't remember Rillaboom's special move. It's not that great, but the reason I don't like Scorbunny, the reason he's not S tier, is he's got the fucking cheese slice on his face. It looks like someone slapped Kraft singles on his face. and that loses it a little bit for me. He's almost... Also, I don't think bunnies are as cute as monkeys. Grookey is way cuter because of that. So, yeah. Sobble. I don't know. I don't really think Sobble's that cute. I think he's just okay. I don't really love Sobble. There's a reason why I have not picked him. Like, when I played Sword, I picked Grookey and I got Rillaboom. When I played Shield, my actual game that I own, I picked Scorbunny and got Cinderace. And that's why I like Cinderace so much, because it was on my own game. Maybe if I played it again, I probably would pick Sobble, but I don't know. He's not really doing much for me. Drizzile. I think he looks okay. I'll give him good. And then Inteleon, I know they're trying to do some kind of James Bond thing. I think they were, because this is like the British region. I don't know. He's okay. I like how Drizzile looks. He looks like he's up to no good. But Inteleon just kind of looks smug, but it looks like he's trying to act smug, even though he doesn't look smug. He thinks he's him, but he's not, is what I'm thinking. Definitely a more mixed generation on starters for me personally. This is like fine. Like there's some good standouts of the type of some of the evolutionary lines, but there's a lot of like good but not great. That's kind of a good way to put that. Squavit. Man, what is there even to say it but Squavit? I don't know. He's kind of cute. I'll give him a good. Greedent, I don't care. He's like, okay. He's the rodent. Oh, now we're on to some real Pokemon. Alright, Rookidee. I think Rookidee's a good bird. Same thing. Corvisquire, also a good bird. Corviknight, ooh, is the S. Corviknight is kind of goated. I'm going to give him an S. Corviknight's pretty sick. You don't really get a lot of steel flying types, and getting it as the bird of the region as steel flying, that's pretty sick. Plus, just like how his feathers and like how his body looks, it looks like he's wearing a suit of armor. That's fucking cool. They popped off with that design, absolutely. He is fucking sweet. Big fan of how Corviknight looks, and this is when I started liking steel types. I got a Corviknight, and then the previous generations I had like Magnezone, but Corviknight just like another banger steel type to add to the roster. Big fan. Moving on. What is this guy's name? Blipbug. I don't care about him. He's like unremarkable. He's meh. I like him because he's like a ball. Dottler, and then evolves into Orbeetle. Orbeetle's okay. He's alright. Nickit, yeah. Nickit's just meh. Thievel's like the same thing but larger. That's what I critiqued a lot of early designs for being just like the same thing but like a bigger and scarier looking. Like I don't know. Gossifleur. You're okay. Same with Eldegoss, kind of okay. Kind of dog shit though. Not gonna use them ever in a party. Also, Nickit and Thievel, this is like the poor man's Purloin and Leopard, like straight up. Actually, is what this is. Okay. Wooloo. Wooloo is actually cute. I'm good with Wooloo and a good. I've never used it, but it is a cute Pokemon, definitely. Dubwell. I think Dubwell's actually kind of okay. I think he's alright. I'm good with that. He's good. Same with Trudel. He just looks really stupid. So I'm gonna give ooh, is he A? No, I don't like him more than Corvisquire and that guy. Okay. Yeah, he's just okay. I like how he has like the single buck tooth, so he just looks stupid. So for that reason, he gets the good tier. Dreadnought is I think Dreadnought. I like a good turtle, a good chomping turtle. He's not bad. I don't mind that. Yamper. He's pretty cute. Boltund, don't care too much for. Like a poor man's Manectric is once again what I'm working with here. It's kind of all I think of him as. I just think of like Electrike and Manectric, and that's just what these guys are trying to emulate again. I don't know. Just like a electric dog. At least when a different generation did a 2-stage mono electric type, we got what the guys, Blitzel and Zebstrika. At least that's different, you know. That's different. Those are zebras, and they're like fast. I guess these guys are also fast, but it just feels different to me. Roly Roly is gonna get a good. Carkol is pretty stupid looking, and he looks like he just has a shit-eating grin. That's a good to me. Colossal's pretty sick. He's gonna get an A tier. Big fan of how Colossal looks. I like a good like dark Pokemon with like different colors around him. Like he's really dark, but he has the red from like the coal stack on top of his head. That's pretty sweet. And he just looks menacing. He's like a different kind of Golem. It's like they took Golem's design and said, what can we do differently to that? And I'm a big fan. And also Carkol being a minecart. That's so funny. Carkol. He's so goofy. Big fan. Applin. I think if I was to play these games again, I would actually try to get an Appletun in a party. Because I think I think he's okay. Just like a sneaky dragon type. I think that's funny. Is an apple that has little bug eyes coming out. I like that. Flapple. Flapple's not as interesting to me. I think he might still be good. Appleton's getting an A tier though. I like how he looks. Like he's just like an apple pie dragon. He's pretty funny. I like this guy. This guy's cool to me. I would like to try Appletun in a party sometime. Even though he'd get insta-clapped by ice types, but we don't worry about that. We don't worry about that. Silicobra. He's okay. I think Sandaconda is kind of funny. I'll give him at least a good. Yeah, I'm okay with this. I'm actually gonna move Squavid down. He is actually mid. I don't know what I was thinking, keeping him up there. He's mid. I feel like maybe I treated Inteleon too harshly. Or I treated Drizzile too nicely. Yeah, these guys need to all be in the same tier. I'm also gonna put Drizzile in okay. Even though he is smug. I feel like Inteleon's still the best of them, but I still don't love them. Like, yeah, I'm gonna keep it here. I'm gonna keep it here. Cramorant, it's like bad. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it is bad. What a waste of a Pokemon. This is so stupid. What a stupid Pokemon. What's this guy's name? Arrokuda? I think that's what it is. Is it Arrokuda? Yeah, Arrokuda. He's like okay. Barrascuda. He's also kind of just okay. I think Arrokuda actually looks cooler. Barrascuda kind of looks kind of mad at me, I think. Yeah, he just kind of looks like a fish. Arrokuda at least has the funny eye. Toxel. How do I feel about Toxel? Kind of torn. I think he's okay. He's kind of like meant to be a useless Pokemon until you get Toxtricity. In which case, talking about Toxtricity, now he's sick. That's an A tier. Toxtricity is a really cool Pokemon. Really strong special attack. I think he had pretty decent special defense, I think. But yeah, Toxtricity was one of the first Pokemon that really made me like actually appreciate poison types a little bit. I kind of wanna. He's the reason I want to consider using more poison types in future parties. I almost used Grafaiai in Scarlet and Violet because of Toxtricity, because he's just like a really cool. Like Electric is already a great type. It's already one of my favorite types. And then you just throw poison, and then it just meshes well. I don't think there's any poison electric types prior to this, but it just works well for me. I fuck with this. I like this. Okay, yeah. Sizzlipede. That's this guy. See, I don't remember a lot of these guys' names. This is starting to get to the point where I don't remember Pokemon's names, because I didn't play these games as much, and they also have not been around as long as some of the other Pokemon. Sizzlipede. He's okay. I think Centiskorch is kind of cool, though. He's got, like, the fire, like, little mustache and eyebrows. I think it's kind of interesting. Clobbopus. I think Clobbopus is actually pretty cute. I would get Clobbopus, where the hell is he? Clobbopus a B. He's pretty cute. I kind of expected more from Clobbopus. Like, I wanted him to pick up some secondary type. But he's, like, doesn't. it just evolves into Grab Locked, but doesn't get another type. And I don't know, I wanted to use Grab Locked because he seemed kind of cool, but he's like mono fighting and doesn't learn any crazy. He learns like the weird fighting type moves, not like your strong ones that someone like Hariyama or something would learn. He learns the moves like fucking like counter, like reversal, like those kinds of moves. The weird fighting type moves. I don't really know how to describe them. If somebody can give me a more apt description. So he kind of let me down. I had higher hopes for Grab Locked, but the way that his moveset is built, it just doesn't really mesh with me. So he's gonna go in okay. I still think he looks kind of cool, but I wanted more out of him. Sinistea. Sinistea's he's kind of cute. Look at him good. See the Polty guys. It's a little ghost guy living inside of a teacup. I think that's kind of cute. I don't got any issues with that. Hatenna. Hatenna's pretty great. I think he's really cute. Hatchrim. I think Hatchrim is good, and I think Hatterene's also really great. Just like cool Pokemon. I remember I tried to use him in one of my parties, and you get him really late in the game, so it was always behind. But I always feel like these guys are better than what my experience was. Like, experience was that they just kind of died immediately. But I think it's just because they weren't set up properly, and they were a little underleveled from the rest of my team. So I want to give Hatterene another try, because Hatterene is really cool looking. It kind of gives me, I don't know what kind of vibes. It's like, if I was to think of a Psychic and Fairy type, that is what would come to mind. Not Gardevoir. Gardevoir is definitely Psychic type, but Fairy type, I don't know. I wouldn't call it a Fairy type. Like, if I looked at that and said, and someone asked me what types it is, I would say Psychic. I probably wouldn't say Fairy. But definitely Hatterene is definitely a Psychic Fairy type. Indubitably. Impidimp. He's good. He's pretty funny. How's this guy's name? Oh, Morgrem. Yeah, he's okay. Grimmsnarl's A tier though. Grimmsnarl's pretty sweet. I really like his Gigantamax, even though I'm not rating it. I think his Gigantamax is actually really fucking cool. It's like really imposing, which you don't really get a lot of, like, I wouldn't say scary, but like menacing Pokemon. Like intimidating. You look at Gmax Grimmsnarl and you're like, oh shit. Like, he's just like a big guy. He's pretty cool though. I like him. Obstagoon is great. Kind of an underrated Pokemon. Maybe not underrated, but not a Pokemon I expected to like as much as I did. I kind of just tried him on a whim in one of my parties. He kind of popped off, honestly. Obstagoon is way better than I thought he was going to be. Big fan of that. I don't really have much to say about him. He's just cool. And in, I think, Pokemon Go, I have a shiny one, which is pretty sweet. Berserker. Man, I don't even fucking know. This guy's like, meh. He's just like Meowth with a beard. Don't care about him at all. Cursula. Cursula's interesting. It's kind of sad that the lore entry for Corsola Galarian form is like the fucking coral reef died, so now it's haunted by the ghost of Cursula. Something like that. That's a little fucked up. And that makes me feel bad for it. Makes me wish I could do something, but alas, here we are. But I think it's still kind of cool, and it's got like a single cell organism type thing where it's like the thing floating in the rock floating inside of it. I mean, that's kind of what it looks like from the picture. So, but I like Cursula. I think Cursula is alright. Sirfetch'd is really funny looking. He's gonna get A tier. Would like to use him in a party because he's just really goofy looking. I also kind of like the idea of evolving Farfetch'd. You have to get like fucking 5 critical hits in a row. So it's kind of a puzzle of figuring out how you're going to do that. You like give him a high crit move. You like use an X critical or whatever, the one ability that makes it so, or the one item that makes it so he hits crits more often. And then you throw on like, I think it's a scope lens that makes him do crits more often. And you just fucking gamble and hope that you get enough crits in a row to get Sirfetch'd. I think that's pretty funny. Yeah, Sirfetch'd is A tier for that reason. Mr. Rhyme, fucking meh. I don't know. Just kind of whatever. What a weird Pokemon. Runerigas is cool, actually. I would like to try Runerigas in a party. Too bad a lot of these guys are now, since they're all like regional forms, or like come off of regional forms, a lot of them are just kind of stuck permanently in Sword and Shield, which is a real shame to me. I wish they did something else, so then it wouldn't feel like these guys would be locked away in this game forever. Because I would like to see them in future games. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a game designer. I don't know what the solution would be, but it just feels bad that we're going to lose a lot of these Pokemon into Sword and Shield unless they decide to bring them back. Like, even for Legends Arceus Pokemon, there's a lot of them we haven't seen come back. Which I would like to see, just as, like, alternate evolutions. I think that'd be cool. Milcery. Milcery, he's kind of cute. I'll give him a good. Same with Alcremie. Also pretty cute. A really big fan of cake. Anyone that knows me in real life knows I love cake. So, definitely a fan of Alcremie, I gotta say. Phalanx. He's weird. He's like meh. I don't hate him or anything. He's just like unsettling. I don't know. It is kind of funny how he's like the 5 individual balls and they all like move left and right laterally from each other. But like, why is he fighting type is my thing. That's the weirdest typing ever. I don't know what type he would be, but like, why fighting? I don't know. That's just like a weird curveball Pokemon where it's just like, where'd you come from? Pincurchin. Forgettable as fuck. He's gonna go in mid tier. Don't know. I have no comment about him other than he's just forgettable. Forget this guy exists all the time. Electric type for some reason. No fucking idea. Meh. He's meh. Snom is pretty cute. He's gonna go good. Frosmoth is kind of cool looking as well, so I'm gonna give it a good. Even though it is bug type and we could get fucking shattered immediately by any form of fire damage because it's bug and ice. And that is just super duper weak to fire. Stonjourner, he's kind of cool looking. They try to give him a Stonehenge. They try to make a Stonehenge Pokemon. I'll fuck with that. I can get behind that idea. I would never use him because he's like a mono rock type, but like he's okay. I'd say he's good. No problems with this guy. Same with Ice Cube. Kind of a similar, not like a historical monument vibe, but like a penguin with an ice cube on his head. Like, he's alright. Dedenne. Is Dedenne? No, this is not Dedenne, sorry, this is Indeedee. It's bad. Fucking stupid Pokemon. I have no way to elaborate on it. It just sucks. It's just like, what the fuck even is this? What is the point of this Pokemon? It serves no purpose other than to fluff the decks. That's all I gotta say. Morpeko. It's the Pikachu clone of Gen 8. Don't care about him at all. Now we're talking. Now we're getting a real Pokemon here. Cufant. He's good. Copperajah. Copperajah is gonna go S tier. He's one of my favorite Pokemon. Like that's what I'm saying. Another Steel type. Learns like Earthquake. Goated Pokemon to give Heavy Slam, by the way. Great Pokemon to give Heavy Slam because he's so fucking big. And I like how he's like. He's got like the Minecraft design. He's like blocky and stuff. I don't know. I really fuck with Copperajah. He's pretty sick. For the longest time, I thought his name was Copperjaw. It's Copperajah. But yeah, Copperajah is just really cool. Nice elephant Pokemon. We don't get a lot of elephant Pokemon, I don't think. But yeah, he's just like a beast. And he's Steel type. Love me some Steel types. No complaints about Copperajah. He's gonna get S tier. He's fucking sweet. He's great. And he can learn probably some other moves that I can't think of right now, but I'm sure he also can learn other moves. Moving on, we got Dracozolt. Where is he? Dracozolt is down here. They try to do some interesting thing with the fossils where you have to like mix and match different pieces to get the 4 fossils. I think that's kind of interesting. Switch it up a little bit. In terms of how they look, a lot of them are mid as fuck. Arctozolt is okay. This is... I think this is... Arctofish? No, this is Dracozolt. No. This is Dracozolt. Sorry, yeah, this is Dracozolt. This is Arctozolt. That makes more sense. Dracozolt, Arctozolt, Dracofish, Arctofish. I guess Arctovish. Yeah. Dracovolt, Arctovolt, Dracovish, Arctovish. Yeah, that's right. They're all mid. Like, they're kind of cool, but I don't know. I would never use them. They also just kind of look a little weird. yeah, they're not doing much for me, but they are cool. I respect them trying something different. If I was to pick one that looked cool, maybe Arctovish. Wait, no, Dracovish. This is Dracovish. I think if I was to pick one that would be kind of good, I think I'd pick him. I think I like him the most. He's interesting looking, but I don't know, they just kind of look like a mishmash of ideas that don't quite cook, but I respect the attempt, at least. Duraludon, I like Duraludon, what can I say? Oh, that's Choodle. Actually, he kind of cooked. I really liked Duraludon. I'm gonna give him an S tier. See, like, this gen had some good steel types. This was the gen that I was like, fuck it, I like steel types now. I'm sold. After this, the rest was history at this point. Like, every single time I get to a new game, I'm always trying to find a steel type to throw in my party. Really fuck with steel types because of Gen 8. They just had a lot of really interesting steel types. And, yeah, I can't complain. Oh, we're on the pseudo. We got Dreepy, S tier, Draclock. He's good. Dragapult, one of my favorite pseudos. I fucking love Dragapult. He's one of my favorite Pokemon of all time now. Dragapult is so sick. He's one of the Pokemon where it was like, if Pokemon were real in real life, I would love to have a Dragapult. Dragon and Ghost already is a cool type. And he's just cool, and he shoots his little fucking babies out of his head at, I think it was at Mach speeds. That's so funny. That's fantastic. I love it. Love Dragapult. He's so cool, dude. He's so sick. Really, really big fan. Alright, we got some legendaries coming up. Starting with oh god, I never know how to pronounce these guys. Zacian. The Sword Legendary is what I'm going to go with. I think he's okay. I think he's good. Zamazenta is the one that I got, so I like it more. I'm kind of whatever on these guys. Like, they're both good. I both like them. I'm happy with them being the box legendaries. Like, I'm not just like, what a waste. But, I don't know. They're like fine. They're good. But they're not really anything more than that. They both share the common steel type, which is fire, but it's whatever. I kind of hate that I think you have to complete the post game to get these guys. That sucked. That was lame. Because Sword and Shield has basically the worst post game out of any Pokemon game, in my opinion. I think it sucks. It's like super duper ass. Not good. That post game with like, what is it, Sword Art and Shieldbert? God, it was atrocious. It was like one of the worst things I've ever played in this series. It was so painful to play. It's like long, and the characters were annoying as shit. All to get legendaries that were just kind of okay. They were just kind of good, but not great. Moving on, we got Eternatus. He's okay. I mean, actually, no. I'll put him in mid. He's just, like, big. Like, I don't know. Eternatus is a nothing Pokemon to me. He's just, like, a big guy. That's about it. Alright, DLC time. Because this is the first Pokemon game to have DLC. Starting out with Kubfu. I like the idea where on the Isle of Armor you had to just kind of walk him around and bring him to each of the areas to train him. I think that was kind of fun. So I'll give him a good for that. Urshifu is pretty sick. I like the Rapid Strike version more because I like Water type. So Urshifu's going to get an A tier. He's pretty cool. I think these guys count as legendaries. I don't really know. I think they do count as legendaries. But somebody can correct me on that if I'm wrong, because I'm actually not 100% sure. First mythical, I think, Zarude. He's like, meh. I don't know. Pretty whatever. It kind of reminds me of the monkeys from the Forest Temple in Twilight Princess. It's just meh. He's a fucking mythical. He's just so whatever. Regieleki, I think, is pretty cool. I think he's going to get a good... Regidrago is great. I think Regidrago is really cool. Big fan of Regidrago. He's not peak, but he's just a cool, great Pokemon. I like how he's like the Reggie ball in the middle, but he has that massive dragon jaw kind of encompassing him. That's unique. I like that. I'm good with that. That is something I enjoy. Next, we have Pokemon that I have basically no thoughts on whatsoever. Starting with Glastrier. Where the hell is he? Glastrier. It's like, oh, I grabbed the wrong one. Glastrier is, I don't know, man, meh. Spectrier at least looks a little bit cooler. He's Ghost. Calyrex, I feel like nothing towards Calyrex. He's pretty meh. Actually, they're all meh. Like, they're just like, what even is this? I don't know. I feel nothing for those guys. And now we have the Pokemon Legends Arceus roster, which is, there's not many new guys. There's just a couple new evolutions that were unique to the game. Starting off with Wordier. Wordier's gonna get good. I think Wordier was pretty cool. You get to ride him around a lot. I really wanted them to bring him into Scarlet Violet, but for some reason they never did. And it was a real bummer that they just left these guys forever locked to Pokemon Legends Arceus, except for Ursaluna for some reason. But we'll talk about him in a sec. Kleavor. Actually, I think Kleavor came in the Indigo Disc. I think. Either way, Kleavor. He's good. I like Kleavor. I think he's kind of interesting looking. Like I'm fairly pleased with all the Pokemon Legends Arceus introduction, or Pokemon that were introduced in that game. I don't really have any issues with them. I think Ursaluna, same kind of thing. I think he's good. Some regional forms. And then we got a Basculegion. I think Basculegion's pretty cool. I'm actually going to give Basculegion a grade. I would really like to use him in a party. I think that'd be pretty cool. And it's something where it's like he has to take a certain amount of damage. Or if you have Basculin, you have to make him take a certain amount of damage to evolve him. And that takes like, I don't know, and then you have to like keep healing him periodically to make it so he can get his health back. Or it's like self-inflicted damage or something. It's something very unique as a evolution condition to get from Basculin to Basculegion. I think it's pretty cool. This is a Pokemon I'd actually consider using, because I probably wouldn't use Wordier, like maybe. Probably wouldn't use Ursaluna. Likely wouldn't use Kleavor, but I would actually use Basculegion. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. Sneasler. I used to really hate Sneasler. It's grown on me a little bit. I before would probably put it in meh. I think Sneasler's just okay now. He's not as bad. He used to be, I used to hate him way more. I used to think he was like terrible, like ugly, just almost like bad tier. But I think he's just okay now. He's kind of grown on me a little bit. I still don't love him, but I think he's okay now. I've kind of gotten over my Sneasler hate. Overquill is like a weird Pokemon. I think he's also kind of just okay. Actually, is he meh? I think he might be meh. Yeah, Overquill's gonna get meh for me. Maybe he's really good, but no. Because they'll probably never take him out of Legends Arceus unless they decide to do something crazy in C-A. But you never know. You never know. And last but not least, I think we are on the final Pokemon. And it is now one of my least favorite Pokemon of all time. Eternatus gets F tier. Fuck this Pokemon. It is ugly as shit. I think it's a waste of a Pokemon. I think they should not have even bothered making Eternatus. I don't know if that's a hot take. I don't know how people feel about Eternatus, but it is like by far one of my least favorite Pokemon. I think it just looks bad. I don't think it looks interesting. And like they were trying to do, like with Tornadus, Thundurus, and Landorus, they were trying to do like land like spirits and stuff. I don't quite know the lore, but like, why the fuck is Eternatus here? It's just so random. It's like they just kind of drew a legendary out of a hat to give a new member to. A new member of the group to. Like they could have chosen any group to give legendaries to. Like it's a game in Sinnoh. They could have just given something else to one of the like they could have made like a fourth lake trio. Or just something different. But no, they had to give us fucking Eternatus. What a waste of a Pokemon. Wait. Fuck, I can't. Oh my god, I was calling it Eternatus. It's Enamorus. That's how much I hate it. I don't even respect it to call it its own name. I meant to say Enamorus. Okay, so the last like minute of me ranting, just imagine I was saying Enamorus the whole time. Because I fumbled that. But what I actually meant to say was that yes, Enamorus blows ass, terrible, garbage, disgusting Pokemon. I hate looking at it. And then you get its, what is it, Therian form? And then its other form is also just stupid. Like, just what a waste. What a shame that this is the Pokemon they left us at the end of Gen 8. Like, yeah, such a waste. And yeah, that's gonna conclude the tier list. I know I was trying to say I want to get back into making videos before my school gets busy. The thing is though, is that I don't really want to make a Gen 9 tier list because Gen 9 isn't technically done. So I'm going to wait for Legends Z-A to come out, and then probably by the end of the year I'll make my Gen 9 tier list. And I also wanted to start doing tier lists for like my favorite Pokemon of all time. Like I'll rank all my S tiers. I'll probably do that eventually after Z-A, just make sure I get the full Gen 9 roster. If they do add new Pokemon, I'm hoping they do. That would be really stupid if they didn't, actually. It'd be like really, really lame if they didn't add any new Pokemon to it. Surely they would. The only other things I could do is like rank regional variants, which I would like to do. But I'm waiting to see, once again, if Legends Z-A has regional variants. Same with Megas. I want to rank all the Megas, but I'm going to wait for Z-A. And then the only thing I could do is maybe rank all like Gigantamaxes, because obviously we're not going to get any more Gigantamax. That's a pretty Gen 8 specific mechanic. So I don't see us getting any Gigantamax Pokemon anymore. So that I could do. But yeah, most of my other tier lists are going to come after Pokemon Legends Z-A comes out. Which I would like to make some short opinion, like short discussion videos. Just going over quick thoughts whenever that game comes out. And also just any other games that I'm actively playing. But yeah, for now, that's going to conclude this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Apologies for the really long wait to get back to making more videos. I would like to make some more. Even just like quick discussion. I want to make a video talking about Black Ops 6 Zombies now that it's done. I was kind of waiting for Season 5 Reloaded news to come out. That news dropped and it's fucking useless and like doesn't do anything for the mode. Like at all when it kind of needs content. But yeah, might talk about Black Ops 7 when it comes out, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna kind of relax. I'm gonna play some fucking Donkey Kong Bonanza after this because that game is hype. And yeah, thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.